Hello guys, today in this video, we are going to help you to find out the best stereo amplifiers in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 10. Rotel Michi X3. Accuse a person of lacking character and it's a harsh assessment. For a piece of hi-fi though, it's hugely positive. This Michi is a firmly hands-off performer. It doesn't imprint a strong sonic signature on anything it plays, leaving the character of the sound to come from the recording or some other part of the system. Tonally, it sounds even-handed to us, delivering all parts of the frequency range with equal importance. Detail levels are high, as is the quality of stereo imaging. And one of the highlights is undoubtedly the Michi's bass delivery, which makes most of the competition at this price point sound a little soft and blurred in this region. The Cambridge Edge A is perhaps the closest in terms of build and ability, but while it has a more fluid and engaging presentation, the X3 still has the advantage when it comes to clarity, sonic precision and price. Ultimately, this Rotel is a formidable performer that's ready to mix it with the best at the price. Add the exceptional build and comprehensive specifications to the hugely capable sonic performance and it's a must-have on your shortlist. Number 9. Riga Brio. If it's heritage you want, the Riga Brio has it in abundance. The original Brio launched in 1991, when Bryan Adams was topping the charts with "Everything I Do It For You." And it wears its heritage on its sleeve, with a redesign that harks back to those earlier models. It's now in its 6th generation, and we had to wait 6 long years for this model to touch down. Thankfully, it was worth it. It takes audio performance to a whole new level at the money, making it the kind of amplifier we want to leave on and play our entire music collection through. Again and again. Yes, your main inputs are limited to standard RCA sockets and a moving magnet phono stage, but we're willing to overlook this, given the amp's amazing sense of musicality. It sounds terrifically fluid with precision and scale in spades. In fact, almost anything you play on it will sound amazing. Even Bryan Adams. Number 8. Chord Annie. Chord Electronics has proven to have quite some talent in finding new market niches. And the diminutive Annie desktop integrated amplifier is a perfect example of that. Make no mistake, this really is a proper chord amplifier in miniature, using as it does the ultimate dual feed-forward circuitry seen in the latest generation of the brand's high-end power amplification. However, this little box is only the size of the Chord Qt digital-to-analog converter. For the uninitiated, think smaller than a pair of coasters laid end-on, and it's intended to be an ideal partner for that DAC and the company's Huey phono stage. The important thing to note is that it's designed for desktop use with either headphones or suitable speakers. This is one of the most capable headphone amplifiers we've heard. It sounds clean, clear and articulate yet captures the manic energy of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds' Babe, I'm on Fire superbly. Use it as a desktop amplifier as intended and it shines. Sure, there are operational quirks, something that's proving to be a chord trait, but when the Annie sounds this good we can forgive a lot. Number 7. Riga Elicit 5 Malawian Kwaches. The new Elicit 5 Malawian Kwaches under test is one step down from the award-winning Ethos, above, and marks a surprising change of direction for the company's amplifier designs. Riga products tend to be pretty purist affairs that prioritize performance and solid engineering above all else. They rarely excel on the features front, but that seems to have changed with the Elicit 5 Malawian Kwaches, since it now includes digital optical and coaxial, though sadly not USB, inputs alongside the usual analog connections. Just over 30 years on from the original, the Elicit Integrated remains an excellent choice for those that prioritize sonic performance, one that's taut, punchy, clear and simply one of the most musical at this level. Recommended? You bet! Number 6. Riga Ethos. The Riga Ethos delivers a fantastic combination of insight, dynamics and rhythmic precision to produce a class-leading sound. It's not the most highly spec'd stereo amp we've seen, though. There are no digital inputs, Nor is there a phono stage for a turntable, which is surprising at this level. You do get 5 line-level inputs and a 6.3mm headphone socket, though. If you can live with that, the Riga will reward you with a captivating sound that majors in clarity and dynamic fluidity. Its sense of timing is second to none at that level, which is part of the reason it's a What Hi-Fi Awards 2020 winner. The power amp circuit is designed to offer the benefits of Class A operation without the usual drawbacks in terms of heat and power consumption. The preamp section prioritizes signal integrity and consistent channel balance and features higher-grade parts than used in the company's other, cheaper, products. The ethos falls short of most obvious rivals in terms of its features, but if you're happy with line-level analog connectivity, there's more than enough here. It has 5 line-level inputs, a preamp out, a direct input into the power amp section that bypasses the volume control, and that rare thing, a tape loop. Let's not forget about the front panel-mounted 6.3mm headphone output either. Number 5. Cambridge Audio CXA61. The CXA61 is the lower-spec stablemate to the CXA81 at the top of this list, and successor to the CXA60, a winner of multiple What Hi-Fi Awards. So it's in good company. Thankfully, it doesn't let the side down. It has the same digital inputs and Bluetooth capabilities as the CXA81, but only outputs at 60 W per channel instead of 80 W, giving you less power. But for most listening scenarios, that won't be a deal breaker. What's more important is the sound quality. And we're happy to report it's a real step on from the CXA60, being more transparent and fun, but always staying composed even when the music gets frantic. It's a presentation style that works well across a wide range of musical genres and speakers, and should please all but the most demanding of listeners. If that's you, you'll have to spend a little more to satisfy your audio taste buds. Number 4. Naim Nate XS3. This is the 3rd generation installment of a model first introduced in 2008. The XS3 adds a moving magnet phono stage and better responsiveness, and that's about it. If that sounds negative, it shouldn't. The XS3 is a killer stereo amp, earning a well-deserved 5 stars, and picking up a 2019 What Hi-Fi Award for its trouble. Why? Attention. 2. Detail. Open it up and you'll see what we mean. There's immaculately assembled audio circuitry, with fantastic care shown in reducing the degrading effect of outside interference and unwanted interactions between components. And it shows. The sound is much crisper and more agile than its forebears, thanks in no small part to this exacting eye for detail. It even goes as far as the shape of the connecting wiring and the exact number and placement of tie clips holding it in place. Number 3. Riga I/O. This excellent budget-integrated amp borrows the power amp and moving magnet phono stage from its elder sibling, the Riga Brio, which you'll find in position 6 on this list. And it's quite obvious when you power up the I/O that it's a descendant of this excellent amp. It showcases a fantastic sense of rhythm, impressive dynamics, detail. It's a whole lot of fun to listen to. In terms of stereo speakers, we'd look to partner the Riga with something like the ELAC Debut 2.0 B6.2 or Bowers & Wilkins 606. One slight drawback is that in order to reach this level of audio quality, Riga has made the decision to stick purely with analog inputs. The lack of any digital connectivity might be a hindrance to some, but it's not unheard of at this price point, and it doesn't dampen our enthusiasm for what is one of the best stereo amplifiers we've heard in 2020. Number 2. Cambridge Audio CXA81. Despite some minor cosmetic tweaks, the CXA81 might look a lot like its predecessor, the CXA80, but all the improvements are where it counts, on the inside. Cambridge Audio's engineers have upgraded the signal path, as well as the capacitors in both the preamp and power amp sections. Also on board is a new DAC and an improved USB input that supports high-res audio. What does this all mean? It means there's a world of difference when it comes to performance. It's as punchy as anything, with a bold, powerful sound. Yet detail is never sacrificed, and it's lean and agile enough to handle anything you can throw at it. Add in the addition of aptX Bluetooth for wireless playback, And you've got the best stereo amplifier around at this price and a very worthy What Hi-Fi Award winner. It sets a new standard for hi-fi amplifiers in this price bracket, one we can't see being surpassed anytime soon. But though this new integrated amplifier's basic analog circuit remains unchanged, Cambridge Audio's engineers have upgraded most of the op-amps in the signal path, as well as the capacitors in both the pre and power sections of the amp. The effect on performance is marked. The CXA81 also houses a superior ESS Sabre ES9016K2M DAC and improved USB input that supports audio of up to 32-bit/384 kHz and DSD256 quality, allowing you to make full use of its delightful presentation with high-resolution files. While an aptX HD Bluetooth receiver is also built in for direct streaming from any compatible device at up to 24-bit/84 kHz. Previously, a separate dongle at extra cost was required for any kind of wireless connectivity. Number 1. Marantz PM6007. The Marantz PM6007 takes the winning formula of the Marantz PM6006 UK edition, a former What Hi-Fi Award winner, and manages to squeeze even more performance out of it. The result, another award winner. Let's get the negatives out of the way first, though. There's no USB input or Bluetooth connectivity, which some users might demand, but that aside, the PM6007 is pretty much faultless. The PM6007 boasts trademark Marantz styling and is a solidly built, nicely finished integrated amplifier with traditional hi-fi appeal. Improvements include a new DAC and new filters, which can be switched between when you're using the amp's digital inputs, plus new components in the power amp and phono stages. The latter also gets upgraded circuitry. And the results speak for themselves. The sound is smooth, full-bodied and balanced, with a pleasing spaciousness. Another quality hi-fi amplifier from Marantz.